our egg should be in the Jude Bellingham basket for that big superstar signing in the summer. And I think you can get very good centre-backs with good scouting for less money. This video is being brought to you with thanks to Surfshark. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to browse websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Surfshark allows you to virtually travel the world with just the tap of a finger. As an example, we here in Ireland can Afflix? What is Afflix? We here in Ireland can watch other countries' Netflix libraries, unlock UK services such as BBC iPlayer, and of course that all-important Spanish DAZN account for football. Surfshark keeps you safe and secure by covering up everything that you do online. When your device connects to the internet, all this information is, in a way, blurred out. This is particularly effective when you're out and about on public Wi-Fi, maybe you're in college or at a cafe. It keeps your information safe and secure from hackers. With a Surfshark, just ask Surfshark, just here, have a Surfshark. Johnny? Mildred, Surfsharks? Surfshark allow you to use unlimited devices on just one subscription, meaning if you so wish, you can grant access to your friends and family. On top of that, Surfshark offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, they refund you. It is that simple. Our sign-up offer gives you a whopping 83% off. That's right, I did say 83% off and 3 months additional free. Simply scan the QR code on your screen right now or use the link in the description, putting in the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. So, the ever-reliable Fabrizio Romano has today put out a tweet that said, Josko Gvardiol, one of the most wanted players around Europe. Manchester City want him. Guardiola is a big fan of him and he's on Manchester City's list. Fabrizio goes on to say, Liverpool explored conditions of the deal in January. Chelsea are keen on signing him since last summer. It's an open race. Now, I put it to you, good people of the internet, that I don't know if we have the wiggle room this summer to spend €120 million on Josko Gvardiol. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince anybody that the dude isn't a talented defender. He clearly is. Would we be better having him on our squad? 100%. Would I like him at Liverpool? Undoubtedly. 100%. I'd love this guy in. But in the summer, where we know we greatly need 3 midfielders, Jude Bellingham and whoever else the manager wants, we need to prioritise that, in my opinion, if there is only a set amount of money. If there's extra money and we can afford to bring in Gvardiol, or Gvardiol lets Leipzig be known that he'd love to go to Liverpool, or he makes it very clear that it's Liverpool or nowhere, fair enough. I don't know if we're at that stage because I don't know anything about this transfer. I have no information on it. I am just going off what other people are writing. So for me, I'd love him. But is he €120 million good? I don't know. I don't know. And that's a sincere I don't know, by the way. It's not I don't know as in I'm trying to sit on the fence. It's a real I don't know. Because I've watched them, and I've watched them from Leipzig. I've watched them for Croatia. I've seen the good and the bad. And of course, he's still a young centre-back. He's still learning. But €120 million, about 105, £106 million. I don't know if we have that wiggle room in the summer transfer window. That's my point on this. I would imagine that if Liverpool were to go and bring in another centre-back, you're looking at either somebody maybe in the 30 to 50 million bracket, or maybe someone like Ndika, who's going to leave Frankfurt on a free in the summer. And look, I don't want it to be the case. I want Liverpool to have the best of everything, the best centre-back, the best midfielder, the best attackers. But I'm also a realist, and I understand that it's a big summer and a lot of overhaul is needed. Now, you can flip this on its head and say to me, Craig, if Bobby Firmino's leaving, which he is, unfortunately, we'll get to that later on. James Milner looks like he's leaving. Adrian's leaving. We've also got Naby Keita, who looks like he's off to Barcelona, or it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter where he goes. So Liverpool are going to free up maybe £500,000 a week. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that can be re-put into wages or to amortising the cost of a player over their time at the club. So there will be some wiggle room there for the club, definitely. But I just don't know if there's €120 million wiggle room there. He has a release clause in the summer now. His release clause is €120 million. And I could be wrong on this. But from what I have read, that release clause doesn't become active until the summer of 2024. meaning that if somebody wants to get him out of Leipzig this summer, they'd have to agree a deal with Leipzig for him. That's how I understand the situation to be now. I could be wrong. The release clause could kick in earlier. I could have that wrong, but the 120 million euro is the number that I've seen mentioned. What other options for centre backs if we miss out on Gvardiol? So there's the kid Silva from Barcelona. There's the guy, is it Braithwaite? The Everton guy who's on loan, I think, in Germany somewhere. There's a kid from Sporting, and I can't remember his name for the life of me there, centre back. And then there was a piece today suggesting that Liverpool are interested in Levi Caldwell, the guy who's at Brighton from Chelsea. I don't know much about him, to be honest. Inacio, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one from Sporting. Monkey Duffy LFC said City will get Gvardiol, I'd say. I agree with you. I think they will. I think they'll pay the money. And I think this is where we just have to be clever. Our egg should be in the Jude Bellingham basket for that big superstar signing in the summer. And I think you can get very good centre-backs with good scouting for less money. And Gvardiol would be brilliant. And if City get him, they're getting an amazing football player. But I just don't know in one window if we can go out there and spend that much money. Like Bellingham's going to be about, let's call it £100 million, maybe more. You can't have another 100 million for Gvardiol, then have another 2 midfielders to bring in. I just don't see that as being doable. But if it is doable, fuck me, I take it in a heartbeat. When Lucho's back from injury, what do you think will happen with the front line apart from Salah? I mean, it gives the manager some cool headaches, Jay, right? So you've got 3 options for the left. You've got Diaz, obviously. You've got Darwin. You've got Cody. Then you've got 2 options centrally long-term because obviously Bobby's leaving the end of the season. So, well, you've got 3 options. Sorry, you've got Cody, you've got Diogo, and you've got Darwin. You could even include Mo as a central option if you wanted. So the right-hand side, where we're probably a little bit light, but then again, Ben Doak. So you've got Doak coming through, and he looks like an absolute gem. So I hope next season we see Doak maybe start to get a few more minutes off the bench or the League Cup games and stuff like that. So it's a great headache for Kloppo to have. I mean, next season we're going to have Cade Gordon, Ben Doak, Mohamed Salah, Diogo Jota, Darwin Núñez, Lucho Diaz, Cody Gakpo for 3 positions. And that's without, thinking about Elliot or Carvalho or anybody else as a potential forward. My God, I'm buzzing with our attacking talent. It's tremendous. It's just a midfield where I think yes, we need a centre-back, definitely. And a good quality centre-back. You've got Ibu, you've got Kanade. We'll probably keep Gomez. Looks like Matip will be sold. So I want somebody to come in ahead of Gomez. I want a 3rd choice centre-back. And then Sepp van den Berg will be recovering. Let's see how he gets on. There's still Billy Comedio, who's still at the club, or still contracted to the club. And there's just probably more younger players coming through that I'm just not up on, to be honest. Russian Only Badger said, Craig, we need to keep Kelleher. Adrian is leaving and Kelleher will need to be here to back Ali. I love Kelleher so much. He impressed me and I'm a keeper myself. As a former keeper myself, I agree with everything you've said. But that's selfish of us, right? Because if we're Queevy and Kelleher, you've got one career. And whilst it is absolutely amazing to be at a club the size of Liverpool, you would know that Alisson's going to be there for 4, 5, 6 years. And you don't have 4, 5, 6 years to stick around as a number 2 because you want to have your own career. So I think Kelleher will have to leave. But I hope to God that there's a buyback clause in that deal and we activate it. Because, and this is purely Irish and selfish, I'd love them to come back. But then again, who the hell do we go to bring in as a backup goalkeeper if we move him on? It's a whole other headache to start again.